Go.
What's up, guys? We are currently coming to you live from Texan Esports Valorant 18 playing today. They're playing, what's the name of the team? Central Methodist? Central Methodist University. Yes, sir. So Central Methodist University. Today, Tarleton's playing them. Looks to hopefully keep their season on a good track. Right now, they're sitting at a current 2-0. They had a good game.
They took their map pick of Icebox pretty well as well. But right now it looks like we're going into Sunset. I don't think we've seen this map come out from Tarleton yet so far this season. Are we good now? Hi, welcome everyone. This is Tarleton Esports. The Valorant team is currently about to start their map pick of Sunset. I was just mentioning earlier that they started the season so far 2-0 in their division, and they are currently looking to extend that to 3-0 hopefully this week. They're playing Central Methodist University, I believe is the name, and it looks like right now we're starting off on a Sunset pick. I don't think we've seen this pick so far coming out from Tarleton.
Yeah, we haven't, and I'm curious on whether it was our map pick or theirs. Most likely theirs, since we do typically love that icebox. But game 3, I'm excited. Can't wait to see if we can continue our undefeated streak.
Yes, sir. Week 3, game 3, map 1. We'll start it off. It looks like we're going to go for a little bit of a more, I would say a little bit unorthodox with the ISO pick. I know Bjord loves this ISO. He loves to just kind of go with the duels that he feels like he does the best with, even though if it's a little bit more unconventional. But if he just hits heads here, ultimately it doesn't matter what he picks. I think he could just win his fights and just win the game overall. I think this will be a similar boat to last week, although I think Sunset is a little bit more of less initiator reliant, just because there's so much space that I think your duelist has to take a lot of it, especially on the attack side, which it looks like Bjord has already started off walking all the way down into A main. Looks like they're going to have some trouble breaking these Cypher trips. They don't have a Sova, so we're going to have to see the Breach, I think, a lot of the time breaking these Cypher trips, or they're just going to have to go A a lot. And it looks like Tarleton is already starting to realize that and is having the Breach and the Omen walk up A, with them going ahead and clearing their angles. Looks like the Neon and the enemy team is playing super far back. Looks like this is going to be an open A site for Tarleton to hit into if they want to go ahead and hit this execute. I think they got the play to play contact here. And that's going to be a free A site for Tarleton to come on
30 seconds left.
and get the plant down. I'm going to go ahead and see a retake come out from CMU. This is going to be a 5v5 retake. Bomb is currently down. Not sure how much util is left on the Tarleton side, but we'll see what they can do with that util that's left to stop this retake. We have a Breach stun that's going to be held out as they start flooding out. Oh, that's going to be a huge deterrent. This is going to delay this retake by a whole lot. The flood's coming in. Real's going to get a kill. Schlitten with a huge kill. Traded back by Nautica. Bodhi, you going to get that trade. We're in a 3v3. Bjord peeking around. See if he can get a pick. Nobody's on the bomb. Oh, and Bjord's going to get the pick on false placebo.
One enemy remaining.
Both defenders are super low. And Davis Penny's going to clean up both of them. One with a headshot, one with a body shot. And that's going to win the round for Tarleton to take the pistol early.
Yeah, clean round 1 right there. Now, already looking at round 1, it's going to be rough trying to take B side without the Sova pick. I don't know how they're going to be able to break these darts like you're talking about. Either they're going to have to just always hit A or change up and maybe go mid even.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to save that Aftershock. Aftershock is the only thing that can possibly break these Cypher trips without somebody physically running into them right now. At least if they're placed correctly. That's kind of the interesting thing about the new Sunset changes, how that's going to impact it. But I feel like CMU, after seeing that pistol round, should probably start trying to work towards A and maybe leaving B. They got to kind of realize that the Cypher has got to hold the site by himself. Bjord going to go ahead and grab this ult, or I think they might just be trying to farm and get Bjord his ult as many times as possible. You know, when you have your star fragger with an ultimate that gives him a free 1v1, you're going to want to take advantage of that as many times as possible, especially if he gets a free shield that blocks a bullet. Like, that's just... we'll keep track of how many ISO ults he wins today. But I don't expect him to lose very many. That's for sure. Looks like we're gonna see Schlitten walk up here. Neon on a line. Gonna be forced off with this breach flash. Never mind, they're gonna go ahead and cancel that breach flash. Oh, there's gonna be a jump. Neon's gonna run away. Gonna get away. There's gonna be 4 over here on this A site. Tarleton's gonna head and back off and retake mid, I think, from the looks of it, and maybe head back all the way to B. Bjord gonna go ahead and break market door. It's gonna go ahead and be a reset back towards B. They're gonna just hit these cipher trips, hoping that there's nobody there. It doesn't look like anyone will be. They'll hit this cipher trip. You know, the cipher trips aren't too dangerous right now. It looks like Bjord's gonna scale up. This is scary. He's gonna get his. He's gonna get 2. Bjord's gonna get his shield back. Maybe trying to look for another fight here. Nothing being given over yet from CMU. CMU maybe at this point might want to look to just die by the bomb so they don't give Bjord any more points towards his ult like he has now. Yeah. Bjord probably try and look to give this kill over to one of his teammates since he already has the ult and doesn't really need the money. Bodhi's going to get it instead, which is probably for the better that Bjord didn't get that. Bodhi now on her way, taking her ult as well. Bomb plant, 2 kills there, maybe a pistol round kill. Probably looking at 4 or 5 ult orbs for Bodhi's Gecko here. 6 actually. So we might see some double ults coming out from Tarleton for this buy round, which is looking pretty good, all things considered. 2 rifles, Spectres, Bulldog. Honestly, couldn't ask for much better in a round 3.
Yeah, so far, they're just playing really slow, but as soon as they see an opportunity, they jump straight to it, getting the bomb down and then playing post-plant really well. Seems like they're just trying to wait for these perfect fights to engage.
Yeah, for sure. And we're going to grab the Neon here. Real's going to get his. Bjord is going to pick it off the Neon, and all the trays just come through. Didn't stand a chance. This might just be already a save coming out from CMU. Yeah. Not much to be said about this round. They all won their fights. See Bodhi going ahead, planting. Yeah, not much to be said about that round. I think the Omen Flash was pretty decent from CMU. I think just ultimately, I don't think they quite realized that Bjord on the ISO had his ISO ult up at that point and was ready to kind of stop any kind of aggression they might have had. Bjord's going to get another one here. Thanks. Going to trade that out. Oh, Cypher's so tagged. He's going to get a second one on Bjord here. Suddenly, it looks a little bit more winnable. I don't think it's quite going to go that way, but especially with Bodhi taking his head off. That's Banks down. Bodhi with the win in the column to put Tarleton up 3-0. And right now, it looks like Tarleton's starting off pretty strong. You know, from a map we haven't seen yet, they're looking pretty good.
Yeah, for sure. So far, like, what I noticed that round as well, the first 2 rounds they played it really slowed. And so this time, I guess, CMU thought they could possibly get an early pick by peeking out together, but Tarleton just ready to go off straight off the bat with their ISO ults, and the others just getting all their util off, so just be able to clean wipe them and take off A really easily.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think that ISO ult taking the Neon, which was supposed to be the first aspect for that that play, really, to be able to take that fight off the Omen blind, and just the Neon wasn't able to take advantage, and it's going to push him all the way back. They're going to reclaim this Thresh, which means they should have it back up in 10 seconds, and I think they'll just end up hitting the site, especially now that this Omen has a free kill. Oh, he's going to have to get out of here. Oh, especially with Mazzy taking his head off. It's going to open up mid, and just Tarleton maybe needs to start looking at what they can do over towards B to put some pressure back over there, because it looks like right now they just have a cam and some trips, and there's not much going on over there. Cypher floating back over there a little bit, checking the cam, not seeing anything. That's going to keep 2, maybe 3 over here towards this A and B mid site. Thresh going to come back out from Bodhi. That should clear out the KO. And it does. Bjord going to get that trade. Bjord going to get a second one somehow. I don't know how he does that. And Schlitten going to take out Nautica. And Mazzy going to take out Banks. I don't even see the Mazzy kill, but all's well that ends well right there. And
So far, Tarleton's duel is just hitting headshots constantly, just instant head tap. Got aim lab trading going on here, huh?
Yeah, I mean, right now it's looking like kind of just an aim diff from an overall team perspective, and you know, I don't want to bring up ranks, but normally if you're playing with somebody who is a bronze rank, typically somebody who is a little bit, lower on that spectrum probably won't have the same rank as a lot of our players, I feel like. So let's see what Bajord can do here. He's going to hold the Cypher camera to make sure no one crosses. He's just going to walk up and I think grab this ult orb and then go back A. Probably what I'm thinking is going to happen. I don't know why CMU keeps having 2 over towards B, but they're going to keep doing this. And we're going to see an Omen ult come out. It's going to clear in, see the Bajord right over there. I think that's all he's going to get the info on. You see Bajord, I think, pinging over towards them to go hold that orb to make sure everybody takes it so he can eventually go back and get it. See what happens here.
Over there.
Again, playing nice and slow, just waiting for the right opportunity to present itself. Don't want to throw their lead they have currently.
Yeah, for sure. It's definitely, I think, throwing the defense for a loop. They're kind of having to rotate. One was just in spawn, it looked like. Not sure where to go. George's going to walk out here. There's no trips holding him into actual main itself. Oh, the space and timing is just going so well for Bajord. I don't think he's going to be aware that Banks is holding him from the back of the site. And that's going to be an ult coming out from the Cypher that's going to tell them that they're all here on B. The entire CMU team is rotating. And I don't think Tarleton has any time to rotate yet. Oh, that's going to be a scan coming out from Nautica. That's going to get Dampish Penny. 3v5 coming out. Nautica's going to get another one. Mozzie and Bodhi trading him right back. Bomb has to go down. There's only a 3v2. Oh, and Bodhi's going to make a hero play right there. BMG not knowing what to do. Banks going to trade out 1v2 or 1v1 now. Banks has to know. Oh, but when you have Bodhi just shooting heads like that, it doesn't matter. Huge
What a
plays coming out
clutch
from the
play
Gecko.
right there.
Yeah,
Holy.
huge plays coming out from the Gecko. And, that's what I was just saying. It looks like the team overall is just shooting a little bit better right now. And that was a 3v5? And all it took was Bodhi. Yeah, Bodhi hit a crazy shot on the Omen. I think we caught it there. The flick up onto the 10 spot, if you will. And just basically secured the round. That was a huge round from the win. Bjord's going to have his ult again here. I think he might just try and use it off rip. I think he is. See what happens here. Oh, he's going to grab one of them. He has to here. Oh, he's going to grab the KO. Oh, no. BMG not knowing what to do here. Oh, and he's going to win that without much need for the shield, honestly. Oh, wow. And Real's going to somehow get that back. I don't even know what happened there. Stinger's broken. Bodhi not able to get the trade. Just kind of an unfortunate position to be in. Schlin, I think, is going to try and get out of here. There's 4 over towards A. Tarleton maybe needing to explore mid a little bit here. They can't really hit A when all 4 defenders are there. Mid looking pretty weak. Tarleton not realizing. Choosing to avoid mid and go back towards B. Might be seeing another hero play come out of this here. The Omen's going to see backside that the Cypher is there. The Gecko is going to go off. I don't think it clears anyone. Bomb going to go down from the Gecko. Dart going to get broken. They're going to break the little wingman off. It's going to be a 4v4 retake. I like the flash coming out from Massey. That's going to huge delay. Real going to get the trade anyway. And only a 1v3 coming out for Dampish Penny. Bomb is down. He has multiple cages if he needs it. Bomb is playing it favorably for him. See what he can do here. Smoke coming up is actually huge. He can just play spam here. All things considered. Oh, and unfortunately, Real with the 4K. Getting the last kill, and that's going to be the first round on the board for CMU.
I mean, great round by CMU right there. I know last round, I was pretty doubtful this round because last round they invested 2 ultimates, all their guns. But it looked like, I guess all they needed was some Stingers and some Spectres to go ahead and take their first round here.
Yeah, I don't know what quite happened there. It was a good flash coming out from Mazzy to delay the retake, and somehow I think the Neon, maybe full blind, killed Mazzy backside. Or actually, it was Real that killed him backside. I don't know if he was one of the ones that was blind or not, but unfortunately, the trades just weren't able to follow up because of just all the util that was going on with the Neon wall and whatnot. Looks like we're going to get Tarleton exploring mid here a little bit, so a little bit of a different take. Dizzy, not going to scan anything. George going to scale up off of that. Unfortunately, the shot's just not going to land there. Sova Dart going to get a ping off. That's going to get one of the smokes coming out from the defenders. George shooting the dart. And now mid, looking like it's going the way of Tarleton right now with all the smokes going down to clear. CMU looking a little scared right now. They're kind of clumping up, not sure what's safe and what isn't. Not knowing if anyone had taken any space while they weren't looking over towards A. Looks like Tarleton's going to go ahead and do themselves some favors and actually walk up here. Take this space. They're going to play a little bit of a contact here. They don't want to let them know that they are up A yet. Just keep putting the pressure on the defense. We'll see what happens when we go ahead and get this execute coming up. Real's going to peek. Is it going to be a timing? And it is. Real with the crazy timing to take Bjord's head off. And that's going to be a 5v for retake coming out. Oh, and Bodhi going to get a trade. BMG with it back. Mazzy trading that out. Dampish going to get another one. And suddenly we're in a 2v3 going Tarleton's way. I'd like to see that. The Cypher ult going to go ahead and get both scanned. They know where they are. They don't have to worry about flank. That is for sure. The Omen smoke's going to come out and just go ahead and block this retake just a little bit more. Should almost be the end of the round. Especially with Dampish in this position. That should be a free kill every single time. Oh, he's going to give away his position. Doesn't matter. They're not paying attention. Oh, Nautica somehow going to take his head off. Schlitten needs to hit one. He's going to get his one. And Maz is going to get the other. Both kills going the way of Tarleton there. Even after the little whiff. But, hey, it happens to everyone. And Tarleton ultimately takes the round.
Yeah, past 3 rounds, Bjord keeps getting caught off as the first death on Tarleton. So it's making these rounds look a little bit more shaky. But Bodhi and Mozzie keep coming out and they keep pulling out these clutches, which is building this lead, extending it for Tarleton over here.
Yeah, crazy round coming out from Bodhi. 10-3 to start is what you want to see. Mazzy with 8 assists, like that's what you want to see from your Omen player. It means the flashes are good, the smokes are setting themselves up. And you know, ultimately, I think obviously that was more of a timing than a Joel problem. You know, he's just trying to clear that. Oh, and it looks like Real has disconnected. Tarleton may be wanting to take advantage of that as the best ability. Obviously, they don't know where he is, but he's been playing A almost every single round, so surely they realize Bjord going to take Nautica's head off. Oh my gosh, that was a clean shot. He's just going to go ahead and pause for a little bit. Make them wonder where he could be. He's going to go ahead and explore market a little bit. Nobody in here. Women's game crashed. Unfortunately, the round's already started, so they can't pause the game at this current time, but I think this is a Nico anyway. Oh, and it looks like Banks' game also might have crashed. He was not paying attention or ready for that. Bjord going to go ahead and try and force them off of this. This is going to be a... If they do have guns here, they might just want to save. They have one player that's not even in the lobby right now, and it is their best player, actually. Oh, and Bjord just going for the ace. Honestly, I like him hunting here. Get his ult for next round. Farm the ult orbs. Oh my gosh, and Bjord going to get a 4K. Is he going to get another ace? I think he's gotten an ace in every single game so far. He's going to hunt for the Omen. Surely he's going to find him to get the ace. Now, I don't think this is clip worthy, just because, you know, he's DC, but some nice shots up until that point.
Well, you know, like I said, he got caught 3 games in a row. I guess he was fed up and done with it and just came in with an ace right there. Amazing
I think
shots on his part.
I think he was a little fed up.
4K, you know?
We'll say 4K. We won't say ace, but
That's fair, that's fair.
He did get the other 4, so.
Yeah, it looks like we had to pause now. How long do these... Can they last up to...
I think they can last up
However
to
long they
15 minutes. If it goes over that, I think it goes to a match DC or like a game pause or a game like shut off, I think. But I don't know if they've changed anything since then. Okay, that's what I thought. So it's like it runs over. So we'll get 15 minutes max maybe here, which hopefully it does not go that long. I don't know about you, but I particularly don't want to sit here for 15 minutes, and I'm sure the players are feeling the same way. Although tech crashes happen, so you just kind of got to live with it. But hopefully it's not too long of a delay. And, I guess while we're here, we can go ahead and talk about kind of the strategy of this game. So, like, Pal, what's some of the stuff you might be seeing so far?
Well, so one question for you so far. I'm not too familiar with Sunset since it is still a fairly new map. What would you say? Like, is it more attacker, defend sided, or like what's the meta champions you would see on this map?
I mean, Cypher without a doubt, and that's why I think Tarleton's comp was a little bit unique in the aspect that it doesn't have a Sova, and that's kind of where the differences lie. Sova's pretty normal, I feel like, to use on this map, just because of the ability to break the shock or shock the trips, which is kind of giving me pause as to why CMU isn't taking advantage of that more. I don't think I've seen our breach at least aftershock the trips yet. And maybe they have, and I may have missed it in one of the earlier rounds, and this is kind of like them trying to bait out it, so maybe it's a wasted aftershock. But I mean, I feel like the Cypher on the enemy team needs to be putting his trip at least in that choke on the unbreakable trip, just because when they have hit B the couple times, they've already walked out most. So, and it looks like the match is going to go ahead and resume here real quick.
I was going to say the Cypher recently, they've been putting their trips a lot more further back, but it looks like it just gives ISO a lot of space to take up here.
Yep, and it looks like ISO might honestly just hit this with the ult. I think he knows that the Cypher's been playing like backside or just on trip, and looks like we're going to go ahead and just ult this. Oh, and he's going to grab the... Does that carry over? That carries over into the... Oh, it does not actually. Oh, and Bajor's going to win his ult anyway. It's going to be a free pick going the way of Tarleton. Bajor's going to scale up. He's going to hit the trip, though. Oh, and Schlitten's going to cover Bajor. Oh my gosh, they can't do anything here. Oh, and that's going to be another head ding from Bajor. He's going to swing into the molly. Alright, we'll see what Bajor can do here. The Neon has, I think, just about 3 HP left. They might want to just save again here. They are not looking too good. Alright, that's going to clear out all this, and I think they know that they have to be marking the point if they're not already saving.
One enemy remaining.
Schlitten going to go down. Bjord going to trade that out on BMG. That's going to be a 3K for Bjord. He's already halfway to another ISO ult here.
So far, undefeated on these ISO ultimates.
Yeah, I think I think it's all 3 so far. Although he did get the one where he killed the KO. He got killed after somehow. It was a crazy stinger kill coming out from Real on the enemy team. But let's see what Tarleton's gonna do. I kind of like the fast B. It was kind of a good change of pace, especially after they've kind of worked the map a little bit. Suddenly just kind of hit B, and I don't think they were I don't think Bajor was trying to grab the Sova per se. I think he did want the Cypher, just so the trips would be down. But ultimately, like I said, they're not really putting much pressure. Well, they're not sure if one cross, so they're gonna go ahead. Oh, and the wingman suck. Or Dizzy. And they're gonna just see that 3 are in there. That might be a rotate call. It looks like BMG is already over there. We're gonna go ahead and work back towards mid. If you're CMU, I think you have to go back to that kind of crunch play that you ran on the first round, like with the Neon. I think ultimately they just weren't aware of what they needed to do with the Omen ult, and like, oh my gosh, Bodhi's gonna get him through the smoke. That's just unlucky. Unfortunate for Real. He's just gonna be sent back to the loading screen. He gets to play next round. Tarleton's going to take advantage of this, speed this up, go head towards B right now. We're going to go ahead and pop the breach ult. I like this call. Even though no one's on site, this just kind of gives that reassurance. And they're going to scale up off of that. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and get the spam post-plant. It'll be interesting to see. Do they back up here and just kind of play the spam post-plant meta, or are they going to actually stay on site? Looks like Schlinn's going to break that. Oh, and Schlinn's going to he gets sat down by Nautica. Bodhi is having the great game so far. 3 headshots coming her way. And Jordan's going to get a lineup double kill. That's going to be all she wrote for round number 10. 9-1 going the way of Tarleton.
Yeah, so far, anytime they execute B here, Bodhi just keeps getting these 3Ks right after another.
Yeah, she's playing very well right now. Her aim is on. I don't know if she warmed up with some Osu or what's up, but, she's hitting heads. Obviously, you have Bejord 19-4. But I feel like I feel like some of those they're impactful, but I feel like Bodhi has had some pretty big impact this game so far.
Definitely a lot of clutches. Now the real question
Yeah.
here is what CMU is going to do. Is they're down 1-9. You have to make changes. So looking at this, like what changes do you think they might have to make?
That's a good question. It'll be interesting to see. I think this is another round where he's not gonna send the ult. He's not gonna. Oh my gosh, he's gonna hit one. Real's gonna trade it anyway. It doesn't care. It doesn't matter. Bodhi gonna take his head off. Bodhi gonna get another one. No, that's Schlitten. Schlitten taking the neon all the way out of the lobby. Gonna get some spam damage, I think, on that. And overall, they're just gonna kind of look to set up for a post plant here. Nautica gonna peek out of the smoke. Oh my gosh, if Schlitten just fired, he would get a free kill. He doesn't even know it. The drone gonna come out. I think this is a little bit premature. I don't think his teammates are quite ready for this round yet, but what are you gonna hold the thrash out just to secure the round? I don't hate it. Damage Penny gonna get banks. BMG taking Mazzy out. Schlitten gonna take Nautica. That's gonna be probably the round right here. BMG not going to be able to get back into this round. That's going to be 10 on the board for Tarleton. And there's a breach stun coming out. BMG might be just dead here. Oh, Damage Penny with the movement. Unfortunately, he's not going to get away. And Schlitten with the 3K. He's already halfway to his breach ult as well.
Last round in the half.
And Tarleton over here is able to get their ults off almost cooldown constantly every other round. I swear. ISO has his, and everyone's now starting to get theirs.
I was about to say, they didn't even pop the ISO ult last round. So I wonder if Bejord had some crazy plan coming into this round. Maybe he knew that they were going to have a buy or maybe a light buy. He knew he could get a free kill. It looks like CMU is pinging on the map. Maybe they want to kind of take that space. I don't know what the pings are for. It's on their side. We'll see. I'm going to go and pop ult. He's just going to send it, I think, right here. He's looking for something. I think waiting for somebody to scale up and maybe see somebody, but then he's about to send it here. He's going to grab this Sova. Sova, can he end the win streak on these ISO ults? No, he cannot. He gets sat down just like all the other ones. Now, it's a little bit of a pause here from Carlton. They're scaling out. Oh my gosh. And Bejord is going to take another one. He's just doing whatever he wants to this team, and they can't do anything about it. Schlitten gonna run out and trade that. Bodhi gonna get another one. All the trades going left and right. Banks down, Bodhi down. Yeah, and that's all she wrote for the first half. 11-1, looking very similar to how last week looked for map 1. Very, very similar.
Again as last week, they're just playing as a team together, taking all these trades and picks, looking really solid up front of this first half at least. I mean, 1-11 just shows it.
Yeah, you can't ask for much better. Obviously some clutches have gone their way, but even if they lose those clutches, I don't think the score is much different than maybe 7-5, 8-4. But Tarleton's just been in the driver's seat this entire game, and I don't think that'll look to change here in the half. Looks like George's going to go for a set trap play off of the stun here, which I kind of like. He's going to take a lot of space A, and then they're just going to play kind of just off this trip on B, which is on pistol round going to be a little tough, although I'm sure they bought some shocks. Alright, it's going to be all the info A that they could need. Just jump peeking mid, Bodhi is. Not going to see anything there. This should be the given tell that they are coming B. Mazzy, if you want to put a smoke down. Oh. Cypher, I kind of like playing off site here so he doesn't hit the trip. Oh, and Mazzy's going to get one. He's going to get scanned here. Might get spammed back, but if he can get another one, go that way. But Dampish is going to trade it out. Bodhi's going to just run on site, take the fights. BMG 2v3 going on away at Tarleton. They're going to see both. ISO going to pop the shield, take him down, and Schlitten's just going to take the other one. I didn't even see what happened. That's how fast it went down. That's going to be 12 for Tarleton. I expect a force up here from CMU, but for their map pick, this is looking a little disappointing, I'm sure, for them.
Must be pretty disheartening. 112 already, possibly 113 already on match point. Another great pistol round there. The Omen just able to get a pick and then get extra damage before falling off, just allowed to stall that push and allow Tarleton to really get on site and take over.
Yeah, no, it was a good play, hiding in the neon wall. I like the play. Ultimately, the right clicks hit, and yeah, trades came out, but ultimately Tarleton has better shooters, unfortunately. False Placebo looking a little unfortunate. 2 and 12, not even with an assist to their name. There's going to be an Omen blind coming out early to force Jord off this angle. Good news for him is he didn't even pop the shield. He might try and walk back up and look for a fight, which I'd not be surprised here. I don't think he hears the one behind him. Oh, and he does. Oh, but Real's going to trade it. Schlitten's going to trade False Placebo. 4v4 going that way. Schlitten tagged by the Sova drone. Oh, some spam coming out from Real. Real, when he makes these plays, he's... I'll say that much. And Bodhi's just going to go for a play, and I like it. Oh my gosh! Those shots. My Spectre does not do that. And that might be the game. That might be all she wrote for map 1. Nautica's going to take one, but the trade's coming in right away. Mazzy with the final kill of map 1. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen, for map 2. All right, welcome back, Tarleton viewers. We are heading into map 2 here on Haven, and it looks like, if I had any guess, it looks like Tarleton probably went ahead and picked this map, which, if you know anything about last week, ended very similar to how map 1 just went. Tarleton's map on this, or gameplay on this map went very well. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw something very similar happen again tonight.
Yeah, Tarleton definitely has a lot of practice on this map, or at least that's what it seemed like after last week. Like you said, it was some domination, and we'll see if they can bring that same energy into this week.
Yeah, for sure. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and see some pretty default comps. Some people might say the neon is kind of like out of place maybe on Haven, but I feel like at the end of last season, after we saw the neon buffs come in, I feel like neon actually, personal opinion, I feel like neon might in the near future start overtaking Jet a little bit. I feel like you had people like Edward Gaming's Can just kind of show the power of the neon. People like Durke just showing off what neon can truly do when you give a skilled player that. Maybe it's something Bjord can look into, but all the on this map and take that A long space and being able to have a dash makes it a little bit easier. But just still, really, the only differences in the comps, it seems like so far, will be the duelist. Last game, unfortunately, it was a little bit of a duelist diff. Bjord dropping over 20 kills and Placebo not having the best of games, but we'll see what we're able to do here on map 2, see what Tarleton's able to do, and see what CMU maybe has something cooking. Maybe they knew that this was going to be the map pick, and they have something ready in the lab.
Absolutely, I'm a fan of the neon pick. That's my hidden pick on Haven.
That's your Asian pick.
Even with it.
That is your Asian pick for sure. Looks like we're gonna go ahead and see Tarleton out here on the attack side. I feel like the attack side for these 3-sided maps is definitely the better side to start on. Get some momentum going. Definitely a little bit easier to attack just because there's so many lanes and so much kind of space you have to hold as a defender. It'll be interesting to see what we're able to do here, and that's why taking space is so important.
Tarleton do having the breach and omen, so these long range CCs just able to help delay teams. So I wonder to see how effective that'll be. Like you can see breach posted up, ready to hit Tarleton.
We might see double breach ult or breach stuns coming out on both sides. Scan gonna come out. It's gonna be missed. Stun gonna come out onto Bjord. They're gonna walk up with this. False placebo. Back up. And this tag is gonna come out from Bjord. He's gonna tag the Sova. No space really taken so far. Just the Cypher cam on C. I don't think Tarleton quite knows how empty that C site is for them. Maybe they're gonna go and try and explore a little bit. Bjord looks to be looking like he is. Looking like he's gonna call the team back after having all of them rotate. And this might be some methodical genius coming out here. The C site is gonna be free takings for Tarleton. Nothing here. This cam hasn't even seen them walk up yet. It might miss the timing completely on Bjord. Oh, this might be a free kill, and it is. Oh my gosh! Right as the dart's coming out, Bjord just gonna walk into spawn, say I do not care, and he's gonna take another head off. No, it's a real taking. Omen smoke gonna go down. They're gonna be able to walk out of that. I don't know if I quite like that smoke as much as the other one. Blood's gonna come in this way. There's gonna be a tag going off the Omen ult, or Omen. Or Sova stun. Noxa gonna get Mazzy's head off. BMG taking Bodhi. What looked like such a surefire round for Tarleton is suddenly not going their way. Bomb is planted, so that is a little bit going in their favor. Schlitten taking some heads off, getting Sova darted. Oh, and that's multiple people going down. 1v1, suddenly both players 1 HP. Bomb is not halved yet. Oh my gosh. Dampish with the jump peek. He needs to get half here, and he's gonna not do it, and Dampish is gonna win the round. Schlitten and Dampish, what a duo there, winning that round for Tarleton single-handedly.
That initial pick right there, you thought it would be a secured round, but CMU able just to bring it back and get everyone on their toes, but ultimately fall at the last second there.
Yeah, Real I think is the highest rank on the enemy team, peaking in the immortal range, and I feel like the game sense and awareness that, hey, a Jet is going to push up into spawn here. Kind of showed through when he was able to take Bjord out of the round. But ultimately, I feel like they should have had that round, but that was unfortunate going. Oh, and that's going to be a tag on Real. He's not going to be able to escape out of that.
One enemy remaining.
Just only one kill going the way of CMU. Looking like kind of a repeat already from what we saw last map. Smoke going to go down. And Banks, not much to do. Only a pistol to his name. What can this Cypher do? Not much, I'll tell you that. Just going to sit in the smoke, see if somebody makes a mistake. Nobody is. Bodhi going to sit him down. That's 2 rounds for Tarleton going their way.
Looks like someone on CMU bought a rifle that round. Someone's able to pick one up. Not for sure.
Was that
That.
a rifle going CMU's way? They bought a rifle? I don't know. I don't even think they could afford one, but maybe so. Maybe they had somebody save. We do see one Bulldog. Interesting strategy then, I guess. But see what we're able to do. But Jordan's gonna walk up grass here. This is one of his favorite plays. Nobody really contests him too often here. You know, for fear that they get shut down, I feel like a lot of the time. BMG need to be careful here. Gonna show his back there for a second. Jordan gonna take a couple shots that I'm not realizing. Jordan again, timing is not on Jordan's side. He's got to be aware that he's exposing himself to that angle. Obviously, he's trying to take the space, but what's gonna happen? Mazzy's gonna walk up here, maybe try and take some space over an A, counter the space taken.
Cover going out.
And the drone's gonna see him. Oh, I don't know if that drone saw him or not. He has a flash here.
Shadows traveling. Blinded.
I don't know if I like that smoke when they haven't taken the site yet. He's not gonna clear the corner. This Neon is gonna get huge value. No, he only gets a 1. 3v3 coming up for Tarleton with guns on both sides. Oh man, this is, if you're CMU, this is a must-win round. You cannot afford to lose both your buy rounds, both sets of times. That flash is going to go off. Perfectly timed cage by Dampish. That's going to let them know if they do walk out any further, which they haven't yet. Dampish going to avoid the stun. Flash not so much. Real's going to trade that. Matt's going to trade that back. 1v1. Trade's going both ways. Schlitten, oh my gosh, the timing is on his side. And suddenly Real is ready for it. Not anymore. He gets sit down, and CMU already looking a little bit better than their past game, and Real's going to take the round and put 1 on the board for them.
Yeah, that would have been a crazy round for Tarleton there. I mean, it would have damaged CMU's eco, but it looks like they're able to survive another round so they can start building up their economy again. But so far, Tarleton does have their guns now, so this round might go a little bit differently here.
Yeah, I mean, all things considered, that was a pretty good round from Tarleton. You know, as your bonus round, you're not ever really too upset. And now CMU, I don't know why they're not forcing in rifles this round. Deagles is not. They won the 3rd round. They need to be buying here. I don't know quite what they're doing. Why they only have 1 rifle.
Have been interesting, but
It's a little bit troll. If I'm being honest, this is. I don't know quite what the call was here. They won the round. George's just gonna walk up here, hit this trip, break it. Say, no, I'm going to walk in here, take all this space, no fear in this guy's heart or soul. Oh, and that was a crazy dart. I don't know if that was learned or on the fly, but that came out well. Giving Jordan a lot of info. And suddenly, CMU is playing a turtle defense. They don't know where they're coming from. They know some space has been taken. They might want to re-clear this if they can get some util on Bjord here. Oh, and Bjord's just going to take a free kill, most likely, here. Yep, that's 1 down. He's going to barrage and take a C site for free. So far, site of C going the way of Tarleton. I'm going to get a free plant down. Probably have people sit back on C. Just play some post plant here. It's planted for the spam, the good spam, too. Not much that CMU can do. Especially when they have weaker guns. Oh my god, Bjord. That was a crazy little spray transfer coming out. Oh, and Real gonna walk out. Real gonna get 2. Dampish gonna trade that back. Suddenly it's very winnable. Not so winnable now when you have Dampish, Penny shooting like that. That's gonna be a round win for Tarleton. I don't want to be that guy, but had they had guns there, do CMU win that round? I mean, I don't want to say the Deagles got them killed, but Real went with the 1 hero rifle, got 2, and then they got some more picks, so just a strange call overall after winning a round, but
You
yeah, I
normally
do
want to carry
understand.
the momentum into the next round, just trying to take as many
Yeah,
maps as you can, especially after seeing how Tarleton could just really suffocate you after getting some games on you.
yeah, I do agree with you on that. It looks like we're gonna go ahead and already see Bodie, and this is just kind of the fast pace we expect to see from this team. Jordan gonna dodge that. He's a little bit more fearful. They might have walked up or taken some space off that. He's gonna just take the fight anyway. It does not matter. Does not care to him. Go ahead.
We'll say I'm not too much of a fan of these Cypher trips. I feel like they're not really getting too much value any round. Like they're either too easily breakable or out of the way.
Yeah, no, I kind of agree with you in that aspect. It's a little bit, you know, passive on the holds. But I guess if it's the way they're playing defense, they kind of work. Oh, and Jordan gonna shut both of those down. Yeah, not much of a fight going their way. Flashes. But Jord, oh my gosh, what a flick. You're gonna take Banks' head clean off in that shot. He didn't even know what happened to him. He didn't even see it on his screen. So much util being dumped towards Real. Real, unfortunately, the only one showing up, it seems like. He's going to take off Bajord, but it's ultimately traded immediately. And that's going to put Schlitten's ult online for next round. Kind of a big ult to have for this 5th round.
Tarleton now with having 4 ultimates ready to collapse on whatever site they want here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're CMU, you got to be asking yourself what you can even do here to really retaliate, especially when it seems like you're facing just a better team. Unfortunately, sometimes there's not much you can do. Besides just learn from it and kind of pick up where you need to be next time you play. But Jordan gonna go ahead and just do the same thing he's done the past 3 rounds. Just walk up, get droned into garage, and then just take the space. You're gonna see Real right there. That means that's the one good player, it seems like. Oh my gosh, and Jordan's gonna get Real still. I don't know if he was blind there. Trades going back and forth. Banks somehow making a play there. Getting and then both. Would have been a huge hero play coming out from him. You're gonna see all 3 here. Bodie decides not to swing and immediately give a kill over. Look for the best. Oh my gosh, what a shot coming out from Bodie. Just a little head tap on BMG.
Shadows traveling.
As he putting some smokes up. I like the smokes this time. They're pretty good. Keeping them out. 2v4 coming out from CMU. I don't think they're going to be able to do much here, all things considered. Especially if we still have the Omen blind. They can't really go fast. Bodie. Oh no. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. When she does not get the chance to. Maz is going to shut that down and Schlitten's going to trade it out as well. Unfortunate. I kind of would have liked to see the knife kill come out.
Especially on Bodhi there, especially after last week.
After last week,
she got
yeah.
From behind.
That was unfortunate. That was the timing of a lifetime on Bodhi last week. So to almost get the get back on a different person.
That round right there, after the Cypher ult came off and just seeing everyone rotating C just allowed Omen to get the freest plant on A just by ulting over. But CMU has all their ults, or 4 of them this round, so I wonder if they'll be able to retake with those or be able to build up some space.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see what CMU's game plan here. It seems like they're just going for these same setups. Nothing's being changed each round. You know, the saying is, if it's not broke, don't fix it. Well, if it is broke, I think you do need to fix it. What they're doing is not working, unfortunately, and that means they need to go back to the drawing board, unfortunately, and kind of change it up, I think. Tarleton's just going to keep taking advantage of this setup. The same Cypher, Omen, and then just one person towards mid, and then it doesn't seem like it's changing much. And that's going to be a free site coming out for Tarleton. Some damage coming out from the shock darts. Not much that's like noticeable. We might see a breach ult come out here from both sides, all things considered, which would be pretty interesting to see. There's one coming out. We might see the other one go out as well. That's going to delay. That's going to be a huge drop. Bajord going to take his head off. And Bajord not quite able to get the second one. And they're just locking this site down. Mazzy, Schlitten, name them all. They're all part of this food frenzy. Yeah, they just kind of cleaned up their plates there. Everyone getting in on that one. I don't think it was quite a team ace, but I saw a little bit of everyone in that game.
Whether it's util, whether it was getting the final blow, everyone on Tarleton participating in that fight, with CMU using 2 of their ultimates, but ultimately not getting a single kill off of any of them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't hate the game plan there. Maybe if you're CMU, if you're gonna play A retake, maybe you want to take space elsewhere, not just like play passive on C. But you know, I don't hate it. They had at least a game plan in mind. So I'll be interested to see what happens. And it looks like we're just going to go back to the bread and butter for Tarleton. Walk up garage, break a trip, go into the window, clear somebody, and he's dead. And Banks, bye-bye. Hope you didn't have any plans this round. Bodie, going to go ahead and look towards C. Nothing found. Sure, they're just going to leave him there. Gonna look to see if maybe... Oh, he sees the clip. Oh, he doesn't. I don't think he quite saw him. And he's just going to run forward instead of backwards. Jord with no fear whatsoever. Schlitten going to trade out his counterpart on Breach. And the bomb's going to go down here. Interesting to see what happens. We're going to get a flash out. Real with some nice shots on the Stinger. False placebo. Real. Everyone trading everyone. 2v2. Sova. Is he going to be aware? Doesn't matter. Bodie going to get all of the money on that one. Ooh, going her way.
Looking scary for a second there. He able to come out with a thrifty, just able to gun down.
Yeah, I was a
3
little
members of
nervous.
Tarleton.
I thought we were about to see what happened last week when she was sitting in the corner. But ultimately she hits the headshot and then gets a little nice spray through the smoke. You know, it looks like Tarleton's gonna take this easy, if I can be honest. It's already 8. You know, we're 9 rounds in, 1-7. You know, I don't think you can ask for much better of a game so far being played. Gonna get an early dart out towards A. Yes, sir. Early dart towards A. Gonna let Tarleton scale up here. Take all this space. Omen Smoke's gonna go down? No, they're gonna say no. We won't fight this. Oh, and BMG gonna get Bajor. The stun I don't think quite reached where they were supposed to. BMG with the 2. Tarleton's just gonna have to reset here. Both their entries going down. Braid's not going their way. I don't think that's bomb down. BMG just saying, I want to take matters in this round. Already on for the 3-piece. Is he going to keep looking for the ace? And I think he is. He's short. Might get a fight and an engagement here with Mazzy. Nothing so far seen. BMG swinging. He's going to get 4. One more for the ace. For the clip. Now, you're not taking this game, unfortunately, but clip, you might have this one. False placebo. Going to get shut down. Dampish shutting down BMG. Are we about to see a 1v5 ace first clutch? Oh man, would that be a story Dampish could tell? Say, yes, I took matters into my own hands and won us this round. Going and peeking around. Nothing seen, nothing gotten. Nothing gained here. He has 2 cages. That Utilis is definitely winnable. He just needs to find his fights and take them. He's comfortable. This is a dangerous crossfire here. He's going to clear the angle. He's going to see him. Unfortunately, Real is going to take his head off, and that's going to... Granting the second round to CMU.
That breach there, like you said, they had enough. They woke up and they said, you know what, you're all on my list now. And they just went ahead and got a 4K.
I was going to say, he woke up right there. I mean, it was a little bit unlucky that I think the breach stun missed him on the back side there. I see a ping coming out. Probably Majord. Pinging that, hey, you didn't stun right here. Just letting the young newcomers know what he means business. He wants stuff done right so he doesn't die like that. Ultimately, it's just 1 round, but we're going to go ahead and see some just take mid, take garage, put pressure here. Going to be the dart or the trip broken. At one point to even drone this out and just break the trip. He's put it in the same spot every single round. Is there anything even going on here? Not much given up so far. Smoke gonna come down, but we're gonna break that right before the smoke comes. He's gonna catch a timing for him. Oh my gosh. Shooting Nautica before you could even see him. Oh, and just barely missing that. Oh, he's gonna just shut down Pulse Torpedo. BMG wanting to make some plays. He's unfortunately going to get shut down. Real making plays suddenly with 2 kills. I don't even know what happened. I don't think he realizes that nobody's on the site here. He has the bomb planted for himself, and I don't think he realizes it. He has to know that Bodhi's here. I don't think he does. He has no clue. Oh my gosh, and Bodhi's going to get it. A little scary there, but ultimately she cleans it up very nicely.
CMU's star player definitely seems to be real over here, able to get a lot of picks and really good with their aim, but ultimately doesn't have much behind them to follow up with.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. This player would fit in on most, pretty high-level division teams, and I feel like they're doing what they need to do. They're showcasing themselves, maybe together some good moments, showing that, hey, I'm the future, I'm the impact of this team, and I want to be on this team for a while, as long as I can. CypherCam, I'm going to go out from Dampish, and we're going to go ahead and see Jet Knives be popped here. Early Omen Smoke, going to go ahead and deny info. That just means they're going to go ahead towards A. Sovadart going to go scan long. Still not seeing anything mid. Going to go ahead and see Schlitten walk up off that dart, take all this space. Not even realizing that A is completely empty here. Nobody is showing. Only the Sova sits heaven. 1 smoke is all they need to take the site. Schlitten going to go ahead and get ready for a setup for a stun off the trip. Or off of the execute here, off the drone. Not going to see anything. Backside should be stunned. Jord waiting for the flash. And that's the site. All Tarleton's. It'll be interesting to see what the retake looks like from CMU. Should be a 5v5 retake. Oh my gosh. Oh, Bjorn, unfortunately not ready for that one. We're gonna see a breach will come out. Oh, Schlitten in a really good spot, all things considered. I don't know if I like this smoke with the breachel. They're going to be coming out with that. Oh my gosh, Schlitten with some nice shots. Real, not able to do anything because Mazzy is there. The better Omen player strikes, taking him out of the round and putting 9 up for Tarleton.
I will say this game right here, everyone has major impact. So many rounds with different players getting 3K.
I was about to say, it feels like everyone has had a moment this game. We had Schlitten, we had a Mazzy, we had a Bodhi, we had a Bajord. Even Dampish got in there with that pistol round.
Might just be a team gap.
It might be a team gap. If we could see Tab one more time. Did I see somebody with a 1 kill in? Banks, unfortunately, the Cypher is not having much fun this game. We'll see what happens here. They're running towards him. Well, I guess it's kind of the other side. Oh, we're just going to go ahead and use the breach ult. George going to get stunned by something. I don't know if that was a Cypher trip or what. He's going to go ahead and dash backwards. They're not going to play off that breach ult. They're going to bait everyone towards A. Neon already realizing it, running back onto A site. Not quite sure if one walked out, though. Thanks. Tucked on the corner.
Here.
Now from Tarleton, I don't know what happened there. I think George got unfortunately stunned by the breach ult, which kind of killed the momentum of that because they, I think, had the right read that they needed to hit the site there. Now exploring this map a little bit. George going to break the trip. Should cause a rotate over from C.
Here.
This is pretty interesting. They have nobody on C. George going to play his angle. Oh, he doesn't need to when he has aim like that. Flicked right onto his head. Banks, unfortunately, not going to get another kill this round.
30 seconds
Not going to
left.
get another kill this half, actually. That's all the trips down. I don't think there's quite any more left, but it's going to shut him down. That's going to give all the info over from the Cypher ult. They're going to just send a random Omen Flash. They're so scared that they're hitting C, and they're just not. They're hitting B. They are fully walked onto this B site. Oh my gosh, and Slitten. Holy moly, what a play. And Bodhi just with the lurk up. This was methodical and amazing coming out from Tarleton. You couldn't do anything there. You had 1 A, you had 1 mid, you had 1 garage. Like, what did you do there for CMU? They thought it was C. I saw an Omen blind come out C to stop a take, as if they were there.
Tarleton definitely in their heads now, just
Yeah.
being able to read them, but CMU not able to read Tarleton back.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but, that's just not going quite their way, I feel. I'm gonna go ahead and see Bodhi, I think, dart towards long here, and it looks like they're just CMU maybe just saying, hey, we're ready to get this game over with. We're just gonna run down A, see what happens.
Breach in position to stun him right away off rip if they're needed.
George gonna cross early. That's gonna scan. George gonna miss, unfortunately. He's gonna get one. That's gonna give a deagle over. One way coming out. I don't know if I like that much. Oh, Bodhi. Oh my gosh, BMG shutting down Schlitten. That was just a solid, methodical take coming out from Tarleton. Banks gonna shut down Mazzy. Dampish, only one left. Oh my gosh, and he's gonna go ahead and shut that down. How that only did 25 damage, not quite sure. It looked like it was right on him, but we'll take it. Dampish. Oh, he doesn't even know. He has so much time here to work with. Just has to shoot one bullet.
One enemy remaining.
Oh my gosh. Are we about to see another pistol round clutch from Dampish? Unfortunately not. Nautica gonna shut that down. Say, no, I'm not gonna let you do it to me again. I think it might have been the exact same two people as well.
So close by Dampish there, almost able to clutch it up.
Yeah.
But
I
around
think
two, it
that's-
looks like
I think it's the first pistol we've seen so far this game from CMU. Had some close ones, but unfortunately that was the first one going their way. Let's see how Tarleton does with these thrifties. We saw last week multiple thrifties went the way of Tarleton after
We
losing
did, yeah.
pistols. So let's see what we can do here. We got Bajord on the Marshall. That's one way to shut people down, is have one of your sharpshooters on a precision rifle like this. And Bajord's just gonna walk up, take the space. Oh, and he has a full line. That's going to cause Bodhi to rotate because they have no need for her over here with Bajord posted up on a line like this. Gonna run into garage. That's going to give a lot of space. Dampish going to get caught out. Banks. Get the kill on Schlitten. Oh, Bajord. Mazzy's going to get one. False placebo. Playing pretty well right now and getting some kills. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like a thrifty might not be going Tarleton's way here. George is going to clear this. He does. Unfortunately, the better gun is just going to win that most of the time. And Nautica is going to shut down Bodhi for the actual thrifty win. None going Tarleton's way this week. Now, for round with the guns, otherwise known as a gun round or a buy round, we're going to see Bodhi start towards the long here with Bajord posted up towards short. Should be pretty interesting here. She's Schlitten playing towards B. I'm sure that's for the usual stuns off info. Bodhi going to take a quick one shot, see what can happen off of that. Might be some damage on the Neon. No, some damage on the Breach. We'll take it. That's 50% of the damage done to Breach. Already knocked down, but Jordan, really, really nasty angle. That dart broken on. Get it. The stuns, the flashes, the Bodhies getting 2, 3. And we're going to see Bajord, unfortunately, get taken down. But Bodhi getting them all. She wants it so bad. She wants the clip. She wants the clutch. She wants the clip of the week. She's going to go grab this bulldog and go get it. Oh my gosh, he might be blind here. He's tagged 50. And she is going to get it. She is going to shut them all down. What a play from Bodhi. Oh my goodness. What did I just witness?
we're getting an ace a week. Is that how it comes?
I was about to say that's what it feels like. It feels like Ace, Jordan, Mazzy, Bodhi now. Like we're seeing everyone get involved.
Schlitten Dampish just waiting for their turn.
Yeah, I was about to say they'll get theirs eventually. I'm sure at some. I would not be surprised if Schlitten was close there just earlier this game. Actually, remember he was on the 4K. I think.
Oh yeah, what away.
So we'll see. Jordan's gonna go ahead and push up long. That should just be free info that they are not here. Or Schlitten gonna go ahead and peek a little bit, see if he sees anyone. Doesn't quite see anyone. And that's just gonna be C-site taken. This is gonna be interesting. Dampish gonna get shut somebody down when he's full blind. Bodhi gonna trade that out. Oh my gosh, Schlitten shutting them all down. Nautica taking Schlitten out of the round. Bajor's just
One
on
enemy
their flank. I don't even know if he knows that he... Surely he does now.
Ace.
And Bajor with the headshot to send it to the team ace on match and series point. What
Match
more could you
point.
ask? That was very well executed from Tarleton. What a shot from Dampish, by the way, if I can mention. That on his screen, didn't I see a headshot in the kill feed? I mean, he might have saved the round. The Neon looked like if he'd killed him, he might have traded up on Schlitten and ran up. You never know what happened. So, props to him. Nice shot coming his way.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
Team Ace, just again, the whole team is just really active today. Everyone has major impact on this series right here.
Yeah, and it just looks like George is just able to take all this space. They're not fighting for it at all. And I don't want to say they've given up, but they're just kind of exploring towards B maybe here, see what they can do. Dart's going to not scan Schlitten somehow. And they're going to use the drone. The drone's going to miss. He's not going to use the stun. I kind of like that. Kind of some scary shots. One hit. Oh my gosh, but George is somehow behind. How did that happen? How does that happen? False gonna go ahead and take Schlitten off. I don't know what quite went wrong in that instance. Oh my gosh, you can't run false placebo. You are under a wall hack. Bajord all the way in A. Kind of giving up the space again. Odie with her ult. She could probably go and rip that if she knew they were there. Interested to see what happens here. Tarleton just kind of giving up a lot of space, a lot of respect to them. They don't want to lose this round. They want to
30
secure
seconds
this
left.
game. Oh, and Dampish going to see them walk up. That's free info. Oh, he's in a good spot now. Oh, thank God that smoke went up. He was in a bad, bad position. This is getting terrifying. Yeah, just back up.
10 seconds left.
Oh my gosh. And the ult's going to go down. That's the bomb planter down. Mazzy
Defenders win.
on the series. And that's going to be your map 2 win going Tarleton's way. 13-4. And that's going to send Tarleton to 3-0 to start the season. Very well played by them.
Amazing series, amazing shots, amazing plays. Tarleton over here, everyone contributing and really showing off each of their personalized skills. Another ace today and a team ace as well. Overall, everyone's playing what they need to.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, when you have a team of, kind of some experienced people in Bodie and some newcomers, there was maybe some worries that they might not gel. From the past 3 games after being able to watch it, looks like they're playing really well and gelling pretty good off each other.
We'll say I think we are gonna have an interview.
I think we
Up
are going to
here.
have one. I think we just need to... All right. We'll go ahead and try and get this interview set up with our team captain, Mr. Bajord. All right. Looks like we're all going to go ahead and get this set up for a second. Go ahead and let him know to join whenever he's done. All right,
There he is.
I think Mr. Bajord should begin in here in a second. Oh, I think he's there.
Hello.
Hello. So we wanted to go ahead and try and go ahead and get a post-game interview with you.
Awesome.
Just kind of pick your thoughts, see what you thought, maybe ask about the upcoming season. So first things first is like, how do you feel after that? You've had back-to-back like stomps the past 2 weeks. Do you think like you'll be prepared still for when the tougher matches start coming up once playoffs get around, or y'all are still taking these games seriously? I would assume, right?
Oh, for sure. We take pretty much everyone we play very seriously, and no matter the result, results are awesome. We do go week by week pretty much. We're taking it one step at a time, and I've enjoyed the whole process. It's just felt like the team's gotten a lot better as we've continued to play. Felt more and more like real matches and like And that's the exciting part, really. So I've enjoyed pretty much all of it, the entire process.
Yeah, for sure. I was just mentioning at the end of the broadcast how, like, y'all were kind of some new pieces put together here with some graduations and some departures. There's some chemistry. It's not all there yet. How do you feel like that's coming along overall? Because I've noticed, in game there's definitely some missteps, but I feel like each week y'all have gotten better. So how would you say like steps are being taken to improve that week over week?
Yeah, the missteps feel like they still exist, like you said, but they get
Hmm.
smaller and smaller as you continue to play. And that's really what it comes down to, is just playing. And when you begin to play with people more and more, you get used to the type of calls they like to make, the type of how the rounds usually play out. And I think that's been very helpful, especially in practices and whatnot, getting that kind of time in to go
Yeah,
over
for
that sort
sure.
of thing and watching our stuff back, seeing what we could have done different, and making those
Yeah,
adjustments week by week. And that's, again, the fun part about it, in my opinion, as well.
for sure,
Seeing
for
that improvement.
sure. Getting kind of onto a different topic, I guess, for the maps. I've noticed, Haven has looked impressive for y'all. I know I've spoken to you privately, and I know y'all like Icebox, you like Lotus. Are y'all thinking of maybe making Haven? I think this was your map pick this week. Are you thinking of maybe keeping that around?
Well, I actually like to tell you, Sunset was our map pick this
Oh,
week.
map was y'all's
First
map
pick,
pick.
Icebox
Okay.
actually got banned first by the other team. I believe they probably did some kind of research and looked into that and saw that that was our map pick, and so it got banned. So we ended up picking Sunset instead. But as for Haven, like you mentioned, it is a good map for us. We've been playing pretty well on it, but that's kind of the reason why we leave it open, right? We have
Mhm.
other maps we like to play that other teams don't necessarily enjoy picking, such as Icebox and Sunset, that they don't play as much, but we're pretty strong on. But we leave Haven open because we know that that's a map we can play, and a lot of teams pick it anyway. So that's
Okay.
kind of just our thought process
Yeah.
going into that. And yeah, like you said, we've been very good. I like how we had our first preseason game. The difference is so dramatic from when we started on that map, getting caught by lurks and whatnot, and for where we are now. I really am proud of the team and stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely noticed some definite change week over week from watching y'all's preseason to now. Obviously, there's still like improvement to be made, but I feel like y'all are on the right course so far. So congratulations on the win today.
Thank you so much, man.
Of course, I hope you have a great season. I'm enjoying commentating for y'all. So,
Awesome. See you later, guys.
all right, thanks for the interview. All right, that should be a wraps for us on this broadcast for this week. Tarleton obviously wins today 2-0 with some pretty decisive map wins. You can catch us next week, same time, I believe. So we appreciate everyone tuning in this week. Oh, it'll be different. All right. It could be, but it should be hopefully around the same time. So appreciate everyone tuning in, and we'll see y'all next week.